Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. We're in the North Beach section of Corpus Christi, Texas. We're going to jump on the Harbor Bridge, go across the Corpus Christi ship channel, and then we'll be near the downtown area of Corpus Christi. This highway we're on is 35 and also 181 combined. We're going across we call it the old Harbor Bridge now. The new one is right next to it. That was supposed to be completed in 2020. It's 2024, and it's far from completed. This one was built in 1959, I want to say. And it is a through arch bridge. And we'll be able to see the downtown area in just a few seconds. Mostly to the left there. We're going to head up, jump on I-37 North, which would eventually take us up to San Antonio. And we're going to exit at the Upriver Road exit. Take a drive on that. This new Harbor Bridge on our right was initially planned in 2008, and it's just not going well. Lots of delays. This old Harbor Bridge, as we now call it, carries about 26,000 cars a day. People coming and going to work from Corpus Christi. It's 243 feet high and has an underneath clearance of 138 feet. And when some of those big crude oil tankers go under it, the antenna on top just come real close. I don't recall this area ever not having these cattle chutes and barrels and whatnot. And some exits are closed, some are permanently gone, and I haven't done a whole lot of driving over in this area. And I know we don't have to go up too far to jump on Upriver Road, and for the most part Upriver Road is kind of a industrial road. There are a few private houses on it. There's even an RV park, if I remember right. I was real familiar with this area when I was driving for Uber and Lyft, but that was over 4 years ago. Right when the pandemic hit and Uber and Lyft shut down, I stopped driving for them. And I'm really not a big fan of these roads where they still have the dotted white lines and they've moved the lanes and you're trying to figure out what's the current painting on the road you're supposed to follow. But I'm just going to do the speed limit and let people who are more in a hurry pass by and follow their lead. Really gray and overcast today, but it is 70 degrees. Pretty good breeze happening. The Corpus Christi ship channel is now on our right. And we'll hop on Upriver Road. We're going to do everything to the right of I-37. At the beginning and end, it goes under 37 and continues, but we're going to limit it to a 10 or 12 minute drive just on Upriver Road. I'm filming this on a Saturday, so traffic shouldn't be too bad once we get on Upriver Road. But I know on a weekday, during the shift changes, it can be pretty busy back here. This is us. Upriver Road. I was back in here the other day, just south of here, and driving around the Flint Hills plant. And since I had my camera mounted, I had a security van. Okay, we want to go over here. Nothing's coming. There you go. Nothing like crossing 2 lanes. But officer, I have a YouTube channel. Okay, we're going to let you go then. Yeah, there's that trailer park right there on the left. That's probably all people who work back in here. A lot of these guys travel from job to job, and they have a fifth wheel, and they bring it with them and work for 6 months, 12 months, and then pack up and move on to the next job. Well, that's good. Not much traffic back here at all. So on the map, the body of water on our right is listed as the Viola Channel, which is part of the Corpus Christi ship channel. Another part of it was labeled chemical turning, which is a little frightening. And then later on in the ride, we'll be driving right with the Nueces River right to our right as we get up a little further. If I remember correctly, some of the big players back here on Upriver Road, on the left is Citgo. And Citgo is still owned by Venezuela. So the oil coming out of our ground here in America is owned by Venezuela. Figure that one out. Valero is a big company along this stretch as well. And Valero is an American company. Their headquarters is in San Antonio. And I have some friends that work over here at this Valero right here on Upriver Road. Matter of fact, one of them told me a joke, a roughneck joke. Roughnecks are oil field workers. A roughneck goes into a hardware store. The guy says, "Can I help you?" Roughneck says, "Yeah, I want to buy a wrench." And the guy says, "Well, what size wrench do you want?" And the roughneck says, "Doesn't matter. I'm going to use it as a hammer." I guess they beat on a lot of stuff to get it loosened up, huh? I guess if a roughneck tells you that joke, it's okay. It's pretty much abandoned back here, at least on a weekend. Another big player is right there on the right. I believe that's Interstate Grain Company. And I remember them being big in the news in 2019 when we imposed new tax tariffs on China. I'm trying to get the camera to stay over there, but it's just doesn't want to. They had just grain sitting there from all the farms in South Texas, or all the farmers that grew grain in South Texas. Things that we usually ship to China were no longer being accepted by China. And that cost them a lot of money. I'm pretty sure that's the publicly owned company, owned by stockholders, just like Valero. I was over in the Flint Hills section, just south of here, and man, it was like being in hell. God bless those people who work there. There's a Valero sign right there. I remember in 2023, Valero had a pretty good fire, and thankfully no one was seriously injured. But there are 6 refineries right here along the Corpus Christi ship channel, and And they have that other one over in Portland now. And fires happen at refineries, unfortunately. From what I've read, the main cause of refinery fires is human error. But I guess everything can be traced back to human error. But they said poor maintenance of equipment could lead to a fire. Defective equipment could lead to a fire. Improperly stored chemicals. But to me, that's all under the category of human error. I think it could all be traced back. But with all the potential danger and the amount of product that's handled at these refineries, the incident level is relatively low. It's just not a very nice day, guys, but I don't know. I guess if I had one word to describe this sky, I don't know. What do you guys think it would be? I'm gonna have to think about that one. I've been back here for Uber and Lyft. I rarely had to come back here. If I was back here, it was usually someone had mechanical trouble, because almost everyone back here made good money. They had their own vehicle. But if they're in the morning, if they were dropping their vehicle off at the shop, I'd pick them up and drive them here. And I actually used to carry blankets in my truck, because some of these guys, when they get done work, it's dirty work. And I'd be like, here you go, bud, you're sitting on this. And they understood. I'd rather have it on a blanket I can throw away if needed than embedded in my fabric. But most of the guys back here, 99% of them, good, hard-working people, and we're very good tippers. There's even a bar nearby here that does shifts, because there's different shifts, around the clock workers here. So it's kind of set up for them to, if you get done at work at 6 in the morning and you want to go have a beer, that's your 5 o'clock at night time, It's weird picking up people half hammered at a bar at 8 a.m. It's not too bad up here. It seems more wide open. We saw some, I don't know if it picked it up, but on the left here, there's even some homes and other businesses. We passed a Mexican restaurant back there that I'm sure does really well, especially at the beginning and end of a shift. It had a drive-through. So this is more of a wooded section right here, but you can see all the refinery accoutrement still on the right there, and it goes the length of the channel. This road actually goes back up under I-37 all the way up in Annaville. So I'll be up here a pretty good way. Blinking red light. I don't see anything coming. By the way, a security van has been following me for about 6 miles now. I guess they saw my camera. They're making a right now. Maybe they just happen to be coming this way, but I don't have a camera. I got my phone in a phone holder. Photography makes people nervous. I haven't figured that one out yet. seagulls along the channel. Yeah, I think we're going to take this up to 37 guys. And I need to come over here to Corpus once a week. I still have a few other places I want to go. You guys made really good suggestions, and I appreciate that. And I do want to go downtown Corpus Christi and see the relatively new Farrah Fawcett mural. I was just talking with someone here about the most famous people who were born in Corpus Christi, because everyone thinks Selena, but she wasn't born here. And we got it down to Farrah Fawcett, Shawn Michaels, the wrestler, and I'm going to butcher the guy's name, the race car guy, Steve Labonte. Is it Labonte or Labonte? They're the three famous people I could think from Corpus. And Farrah was famous, but wasn't she just in the first season of Charlie's Angels? I don't remember her being in a whole lot of movies. I'd have to look that one up. But this was a pretty good chunk of Upriver Road. My buddy Todd had suggested it, so thank you, Todd. Todd, I believe, worked in the oil industry for quite a while. Todd sent me that book, Rust. So thank you, Todd. And we'll probably come back next weekend. And someone else had asked me to do the area around the Greyhound station, which is usually overrun with, unfortunately, homeless people, and there's always some type of drama going on there. But we'll do that next week as well. Thanks for riding along today, guys. Thanks for watching.